What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This week I have this pumpkin look. If you want to see how I did this, keep on watching. Alright, we're first starting off by blocking off our brows, and yes, we're using a glue stick to do that. I thought this was such a bizarre concept when I first got into makeup, but the reason behind it is when you glue your brows down, it gets rid of those hair-like textures. It's much easier if you already have light brows to begin with, but if you don't, color corrector baby. After I'm done gluing them, I'll set it with a pressed powder, and then I will go right in with concealer. Now I'm just taking a black eyeshadow and creating a guide. I always do my guide before I do any face paint or foundation because it's much easier to fix right now if I mess up than if I have all that shit on. Now I'm using my Mehron Paradise AQ paint palette and we are painting our face orange. I was not at all loving how this orange was looking. It was not giving pumpkin to me, and this was the only orange in the paint palette, so my plan for this is cover our face in some orange pigment. This is one by Makeup Murder. If you guys have not heard of that brand and you love blood, gore, horror, all that fun stuff, their whole brand is dedicated to that, so definitely check them out because they deserve the hype. Now I'm sketching out the eye shape with some black eyeshadow, but it was not looking how I wanted it to, so I just went over it with some black liner. Still happy I just used eyeshadow first because if I went straight in with the eyeliner, I know I would have fucked that shit up. Now moving on to the nose, which was incredibly easy for me to do for some reason. It literally took me less than 5 minutes. The eye was such a pain in my ass, I was having very low hopes for everything else. I think it's the fact that it's in a circle that made me struggle, but who knows, I don't know. I just work here, okay? Now moving on to the lippies, and I lost my black lip liner, don't know where that went, so I just used the darkest one that I had because it's gonna be covered with the lipstick anyway. Now doing the side of the mouth, and I wanted to kind of keep that pumpkin jack-o'-lantern smile shape, but make it look kind of like the vibe we're going for with the dripping down, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Now to make this thing actually look like a pumpkin, and literally all there is to that is drawing some lines. I'm using eyeshadow, that way I can blend it, give it some dimension. I feel like you could probably use liner. I don't know how well that would look, but I'm sure if you blended black eyeshadow over that, then it would give it the same effect. Now to do the normal side of our face, and I'm just doing my normal foundation, contour, concealer, all that good stuff. I'm just keeping it simple with a brown smoked out wing and some glitter, bitch, Avi. I'm using the Ice Cream for Ice Cream palette by Glam Gold Boutique. It's a palette filled with like a bunch of duochromes. I pretty much used every single shade in that palette because it's gorgeous, but you never know what it's gonna look like on the eyes. Now again in Artsy, we're doing these little stitches things to make it look like it's pulling up our face to reveal the pumpkin. I feel like I could have made that part look so much better than what I did, but I don't know. I'm a little rusty, okay? It's been a full year since I've done a look like this.
You look good. I love you. I gotta go back to work.
You think that?
Oh yeah, maybe probably.
Well, do you have time for me to take it?
I do, but it's gonna mess up your lips and all that. No, it's up to you. I don't care. I just want you to have to redo that.
Now we gotta put some lashes on this hoe, and I felt like this was lacking dimension or just like pumpkin rusticness. I don't know what the fuck word I'm looking for, but I'm adding some yellow just to give it something. And here we are now a pumpkin. Let me know down below what you guys think and if you recreate this. I hope you have a great day. Bye!